Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at the Essentials add-on update. Oh, I forgot to grab one thing. Capture cube. Right. So, Wojudo gave me the update early so I could basically beta test it to see if there's any bugs. I did find one. It basically breaks right now. Well, not for you. It's already been fixed for you. This won't be true on release, but right now, when I was beta testing, I found out that it breaks when you add Essentials. So, yeah. If you use Essentials and you, well, one of the items does, and you use this item, then yeah. Be glad I found that before the release. Anyway, so let's go through what's new in this update. So, first up is that item that breaks with Essentials right now, for me, but not for you. Satchel. So basically, this is, let me show you how you craft this real quick. Move 0. So, the satchel, I actually came up with this crafting recipe. It's 5 bundles, 3 string, and an eye of ender. And as I should hope you could guess from the crafting recipe, it is basically an upgraded bundle. It stores an infinite amount of one item. So, let's say wooden planks. Oh, it would help if I was in creative mode. So, wooden planks. So, you interact with the satchel. Then you interact with the item you want to put in it, and then every time something of that item goes into your main inventory, it will go into the satchel. And like I said, it can basically store an infinite amount. I mean, it's not literally infinite. I think it's like 9,009,999 or something like that. It's basically an extremely large number to the point where you're not gonna ever really have to worry about running out of space. So say you're building with oak planks and you put a bunch of them in this satchel. So you're just like, oh, you're over here. You're like, oh, I'm building a staircase. Building a staircase up this mountain. As you can see, you 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm onto my last oak plank. And now if I place this down here, I have 64 oak planks from the satchel. And then if you don't want them in your inventory, you just put them in there. And what you can do is, so you can disable it so it won't pull the items that, it won't do anything. You can unbind it, so basically it'll take all of the items that are inside of it out, and you can rebind it to something else. Info, so yeah, this is basically just tells you what the satchel does. And then if you sneak and use the satchel, you can withdraw items from it. So sneak and use, and it'll put the satchel in there, and it'll give you the items that are inside of it. So yeah, so it's really useful for building, I believe the most powerful use for this, if I get a satchel, the most powerful use for this is with the Totem of Undying. So you interact with that, interact with that. Now, if I just take my armor off, fly up, right, all my effects are gone. I'm going to go into survival. it can replace totems. And yeah, like I said, I think that's probably the most powerful use for the satchel. And yeah, you can just keep it in your inventory, and then if you die and pop a totem, yeah, it just replaces it. It also works with food, so if I get another satchel, and you can see they come in all these different colours. And gold. Just put a bunch of golden carrots in my inventory. Satchel linked to golden carrots. Oh yeah, as you can see here, it's not working with these golden carrots because they have an essence value. But that should be fixed by the time it releases. So let me go into Game of Zero. Eat this. No, I can't eat it because I'm not hungry yet. Hold on. Let me run around and so I can reduce my hunger. Yeah, man. Oh, I could just do EFF effect at P hunger 1010. So you can see that I'm hungry, I eat the golden carrot, and it replaces the golden carrots in there. You can also do this with like probably do this with like tipped arrows. So let's go back into creative mode. Get another satchel. So harming. Instant damage 2, so harm. Instant damage 2. Oh, and those ones went away because they have an essence value. That. Oh. Now this, so they can't be bound. Which, yeah. Okay, so you can't bind, Lily. You can't bind instant damage arrows. So that's probably an item ID limitation. So if you don't know, some items have their own, like item variants have their own individual IDs. Like wool has like red wool, blue wool, and all that. But with like some stuff like potions, they don't have a proper item ID. They are just like Minecraft potion number, and it's yeah. So if it's like that, then you can't be used. Yes, hello, Lily. I know. Yes, you got a nice squeaky talk. Yes, hello. You come to interrupt the video? You come to interrupt the video? Yeah. She's like, yeah. I want attentions. What? Yeah. So yeah, so if I get splash potions here, they also won't be bound because you know of the item ID problem. No. But you can probably just get regular arrows bound to it. Yeah, you can bind arrows, just not tipped arrows. So if you don't have, so this could be basically used as a quiver. which is actually pretty good use of it. And there's probably other items I can use. So let's try some blocks here. So can you do? Yeah, you can bind walls. Oh, no, not that. Unbind. You can bind fences. And you can bind stairs. No. Maybe let's try doors, trapdoors, and slabs. Yeah, you can bind doors. You can bind trapdoors. And you can bind slabs. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you should be able to bind most items. I'm not going to go through like literally every single item and test it out. So those are just like the items that I think may or may not work, or might not work. Is there anything else I want to test with this? Oh yeah, let's try non-stackable items. So let's say I wanted to, I was doing a challenge to like only use gold pickaxes. Could I just bind a pickaxes? Oh yeah, you can bind pickaxes to it. So then you could store a bunch of pickaxes or shovels if you want to mine a bunch of sand. And if we just mine this up. Okay, so that might be something I want to bring up with Rojudo because it didn't replace the golden pick, so yeah, maybe not work with tools. Again, that might be fixed by the time this comes out, might not. Not exactly sure. And Rojudo does have a Discord, so if you find any problems with like any individual items that I might have missed, you can always let him know. But yeah. So yeah, that's the satchels, and yeah, I think this is a really cool item. I think it's mostly going to be used for building because if you're doing a lot of building, you're going to have like want to carry a lot of blocks on you. So I think, and also just like storing stuff, especially the non-stackable items. Don't know if it could work, if an item's durability will affect if it can be satchelable or not. I could check that. I could test that real quick. So if I get a couple more golden picks and a satchel. So if I mine a few blocks with that one, it would help if I was in survival. Also, I don't know where that came from. Break a few blocks with that one. Break a few blocks with this one. So, items that lost durability or have enchantments cannot be bound to a satchel. So it's still useful, but for storing non-stackable items, because if it's full durability, then you can stack it. Put in the satchel. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's get on to the next item, which I'll talk about, which is the bribe. Now, the bribe is a pretty cool item in my opinion. So you see here we have this this novice mason here. He's buys clay balls for an emerald and sells bricks. So if I go to game mode 1 and get a ton of ammo, a ton of emeralds. So I want bricks. I'm like building a big mega structure out of bricks. And it's locked now. No worries. You just simply use the bribe on him, and it will resupply his trades. Now, I do believe here we go. So now his prices have gone up to 2 emeralds for 10 bricks. But if you use it again on him, it goes back to 1 emerald for 10 bricks. And in my opinion, this is a really cool item because it's not super powerful, because all it's really doing is just allowing you to skip the waiting time of a couple in-game days for the villagers to restock and return their prices to normal. And in my opinion, the crafting recipe, in my opinion, it is pretty much perfect for what it does. And I'll just show off the crafting recipe for this real quick. So it will also help if I was in survival mode. Otherwise, so I can't spell apparently. Bribe. It's 4 gold, 4 emeralds, and a diamond. And I think this is a pre-balanced crafting recipe. Because gold isn't super difficult to acquire, especially if you're in the mid-game and you're in the nether. Like, gold is very plentiful in the nether. Emeralds, if you're trading with villagers, then you've already got, you can already get a good supply of emeralds. And the diamond is here just so it's just a little bit more difficult to get, because diamonds aren't super difficult to get. Like, you do like a decent mining session down at -58 if I remember correctly is the optimal level, and you can with especially if you've got like a fortune 3 pickaxe, which you probably do have if you've got villagers. So you can get a good few diamonds quite easily, without a ton of work. So yeah, so these aren't super difficult to get, and and I don't think the benefit is too OP, because again, like I said, all it is essentially doing is making it so that you're skipping the couple of days wait time for them to restock and lower their prices back to normal. This also means that if you can craft up a bunch of them and do one big trading session, and it just, like I said, it just reduces the amount of time you have to wait, which in my opinion is nice. So yeah, on to the last few things. So there's been some changes in the admin remote, which you can only use in creative mode. And they're all at the bottom if I'm not mistaken. So now, so you can make it so the capture cube, by default, these are the defaults. So you can make it so the capture cube, whether or not it works on the Wither, Warden, and Ender Dragon. You can now turn, Leaf Breaker by default is turned off, but individual players can turn that on if they want to. Stone Breaker is enabled. Tree Breaker, so if this is Tree Breaker or Tree Captate or whatever you want to call it, the fixed durability. So that I'm not 100% sure what I mean, but by the name of it, it probably means that that no matter the size of the tree, using it will always take off X amount of durability, rather than what it is right now, when it probably has somewhere mapping out how much durability it should take off your tool, I think. No, so currently there's a tree breaker limit. You can disable that limit. I would recommend keeping the tree breaker limit on, because basically, if you have tree breaker and leaf breaker at the same time, and you chop down a tree in the forest, if there's a bunch of trees of the same type surrounding that tree, then it could like chain and just cause a bunch of lag. So I would recommend keeping that on. There's so that you can disable the bribe. So if you think it's too OP, you can just turn it off. You can also make it so the bribe it changes trades, and you can make it reuse. You can make capture cubes reusable if you think that's fine. I think with the capture with you getting 3 capture cubes per craft, I don't think the capture cubes being reusable is overly necessary. But yeah, I could see some people just not wanting to have to craft a bunch of them if they're moving a bunch of mobs. And then you can make it so that obsidian is included in Stonebreaker. And then there's like sleep. You can disable. Oh yeah, sleeping bags. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Block inspector, measuring tape, big bucket. Oh, I've not seen big bucket. Satchel, clear waypoint, template, super sponge. So oh yeah, so yeah, there's a few things that I forgot. Anyway, right. So let's take a look at some of these. So sorting stick, big bucket, block inspector, sleeping bag. Sorting stick. Sorting stick. Big. If Lily would stop sitting on my keyboard, that would be grand. Big bucket. Big lava bucket. Sleeping bag. I'll look up the recipes for these in a minute. No. Sleeping bag, block inspector, and template. Circle template. You can make the circle template. So let's take a look at the crafting recipes for these real quick. So circle template is 4 measuring tapes. The big bucket is 5 buckets, and the sleeping bag is 3 wool. And the sort. How do you get the sorting stick? I don't know if he's. I think he might have forgotten to put in a crafting recipe for the sorting stick. I'll have to chase him up on that as well later. Anyway, so first up, the reusable capture cube. So you do that, and then you can place them down. And yeah, the capture cube doesn't go away. Also, give key. So yeah, so chisels, stone, bricks. So if I use that, oops. So yeah, I don't think it can change them if they're locked in. So I think the changing them only works if they've not been locked in, which I think is a bit of a waste using it for that specifically. Also, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was this update he's implemented this, but if I give p mob spawner, if I interact, yeah. No, that's not been... Did I not enable it? Yeah, change mob spawners is enabled. I've... Maybe it's because... Oh, well, let me get a pig. Oh, it would help if I was in creative mode. Right. Will it work now? No, maybe it won't let me do it with a villager. Try with a pig. Yeah, okay, so with certain mobs you can capture them and then interact with a spawner to gain their spawn eggs. So, and then you can use those spawn eggs to, you know, change the spawner. So if I give myself another cat, well, actually, no, let me go into game mode 1. Get a capture cube. So I want to see, can I do this with a creeper? So apparently it won't work with villagers, but it might work with if it wasn't. So let's just try with this creeper. Yeah, it works with creepers. So if I go to game mode 1, let's get a villager and a cat. Villager, capture the villager. So no, you can't do it with villagers at all. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, now you can change the mob spawners to whatever you want. Well, not whatever. Let's check out these buckets. So if I go to game mode 0, I use the big bucket on this water. So yeah. Yeah, I remember he did mention this to me. So what a big bucket is essentially it's just a it is what it says. It's just a bigger bucket. You can store a bunch of like water or whatever you want in it, or lava. So if you want to transport a bunch of like water and lava, this is how you do it. Do they stack? Yes, they do. So yeah, pretty useful if you don't want to like carry around a bunch of buckets, but I think this would be mostly useful for lava, not so much water, because with water you just use the whatchamacallit, the ice. You could use regular ice blocks. So yeah, circle template. You can make a custom circle, and yeah, it basically just like gives you an outline of a circle. That this helps you a bit with building. Fairly simple item. Sleeping bag. You place it down, and then if it's nighttime, hold on. Time set mid. You sit on it and you go sleep, and then it's daytime. Then you pick it back up and you can continue on. Sorting stick. if I go to game mode 1 and get a chest, and just get some stuff. And just chuck this stuff in here, all willy-nilly. So you can see it's all messy. And then if I interact, what? Not interact. Shift. Hold on. E mode 0. There we go. You hit the chest, and with the 1, and then it sorts it all out by in alphabetical order. So yeah. So this will group like all the pale stuff together, all the oak, all the birch, all the cherry, you know, anything. So yeah, all in alphabetical order, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Like it's been added. So yeah, you know, if you're using all the add-ons like the cherry stuff, not the cherry. The drawers add-on, then this isn't super useful, but yeah. Hold on. I want to see, does it just... So if I put these in here, will it... So... satchel amount... Oak planks, totems on one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Yeah, so yeah, it does. Yeah, because the satchels are, you know, have the name of the item in them on them. It also affects the satchels and puts them in alphabetical order. So yeah, pretty cool item. And yeah, that's everything new in the update, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty good update. Honestly, I think this might be the last Essentials update, to be honest, because I honestly don't know what else he could really add without it like getting too far into like the mod, because Essentials isn't really supposed to be like super like modded stuff. It's just supposed to be like quality of life additions and stuff. And I mean, I don't know. I've not really asked the road user, but yeah, honestly, I think I don't know what else he could add, but I didn't think of this, to be honest. So maybe someone else might, maybe him, or like he does have like a suggestions part, you know, section in this Discord. So if you think of something that would fit this, you could suggest it to him. But yeah, it's definitely come a long way from where it started. Like I remember when it first released, I did not review it positively, but yeah, still one of the must-have add-ons. But yeah, let me know what you think about this update. Do you think it's good? Do you think do you think Essentials is gonna, you know, get any more major content updates, or do you think or you know, or do you think it's just, you know, it's just gonna basically get like bug fixes and patches to be like compatible with newer versions and stuff? Yeah, anyway, hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.